Welcome to Learning Equinox. Today, we shall understand the concept of creative thinking and critical thinking that can be used as a tool in the thinking process to bring about business growth. This video is a continuation with the part 1 on strategic thinking. Those who have not watched the part 1, just click on the I button to watch the video on our channel. Now, we shall be talking about strategic thinking and we shall be making use of these two key concepts of creative thinking and critical thinking. So, what is creative thinking? Creative thinking is about thinking new ideas and new ways of doing things. In the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the important aspect of creativity is seeing the same thing as everyone else but thinking something different. Some of the examples of creative thinking in an organization could be brainstorming the ways to cut down electricity, coming up with new innovative ideas for a performance incentive to increase the staff productivity, devising a new system, bringing about automation in billing process or accounting process, restructuring a filing system, having a new way of filing so that retrieval is easy. So, how does one enhance the creative thinking skill and how to improve creativity? How to apply creative thinking in our daily lives? For creative ideas to develop, one needs to go through some kind of a process in a structured manner. So, let us talk about the process. That is, the first step is preparation. At this stage of the process, one needs to start focusing on the problem and the issues that are interesting and that arouse curiosity. The second step is the incubation stage. Here, one needs to allow ideas to bounce around in your mind without consciously focusing on it. Allow your mind to be free and let thoughts pour in. Make a note of each one of these. The first one, actually, you are trying to build a problem statement. You're preparing to understand what the problem is. At the incubation stage, you are, just shortlisting ideas in your mind, free flowing of thoughts. The third is insight. This is the stage where you experience the moment when the problem at stage 1 makes sense and the ideas poured in at stage 2 begin to click. So actually at the insight stage, you are generating a correlation between the preparation and the incubation stage. That is creating a correlation between the problem statement or the idea that you're looking for and the various thoughts that are coming in your mind at the incubation stage. The next is the evaluation stage. Here one needs to make sure that the insights provide sufficient value to outweigh the various costs involved in implementation. So while we are at the evaluating stage, what we do is take down the ideas that have been shortlisted and look at it from a cost perspective, look at it from the challenges in implementation perspective. The fifth step is elaboration. So creating a plan around it to implement the solution and following it throughout. So at the elaboration stage, you're actually implementing the idea and providing a solution. So here are a few ways in which one can actually improve the creative thinking process. So it's easier to say, to think in this manner, but there are certain things we need to think through and do on a regular basis to improve our creative thinking process. And these are: try to come up with new ideas every single day, ask a lot of questions, take breaks to find out creative inspiration, build network of friends from different backgrounds. So this encourages learning process. Do things you have never done before. Play mind sharpening games like chess, crosswords, jigsaw puzzle solving, and things like that. Now that we've understood what creative thinking is and what are the what is the process of creative thinking, how can you think effectively? What we look at further are two very useful creative thinking tools. These two useful tools are: one is brainstorming and second is parallel thinking. Brainstorming is a process of generating many different and creative ideas. It encourages people to come up with thoughts and ideas that can at first seem a bit crazy. The whole idea of brainstorming is accept everything, even if it seems crazy initially. That's the whole idea of brainstorming. So we have seen in the past that many great businesses have come out of the box thinking or very creative thinking. This happens at the brainstorming stage. When I talk about parallel thinking, a parallel thinking is a simple thinking tool of the six thinking hats. It helps people look at decisions from all point of view. We have a separate video on this, and you can click on the I button to watch the details. This concept talks about a process where people wear different hats and think accordingly with the color of the hat. By mentally wearing and switching hats, you can easily focus on different perspectives and have a holistic view of the situation. Now let us look at each one of them. The first one is brainstorming. So how to brainstorm? Firstly, have a clear objective. Here, your problem statement needs to be clear to start with. A well-defined problem statement sets the ball rolling to brainstorm well. Next, make sure that everyone is thinking on solutions of the same problem. Encourage sharing of ideas in the group. Do not let biases or judgments creep in the thinking process. Welcome every thought, irrespective of where it is coming from. Don't be judgmental. The next, make sure everyone is being heard. This is important because if you do not hear out everyone, you might just miss out on an amazing idea which may bring in revenue to your business. So keep your ears and eyes open during the brainstorming process. Even make sure that you hear out the critics, because this will help you in looking at the negative side of things too, and thereby help you in the shortlisting process. Encourage developing upon each other's ideas. Here, many a times you will see that initially an idea may not be very appealing, but when other people start adding bits and parts to it, and it looks very holistic and complete. So let people pour on and build upon each other's ideas. The last one, do not spend too much time on any one idea. In the beginning of the process itself, make sure that you allocate time for brainstorming on ideas. If this is not done, solution will never come to conclusion. Many a times it is also observed that if timelines are not set, the problem statement gets defocused and diluted. So keep in mind that it has to be time bound and structured to achieve the desired results. Be creative and encourage crazy and impractical ideas wherever possible. The next one we talked about was the parallel thinking tool of six thinking hats. We've already done a separate video on this. You can watch the video in the link given here. Now, after creative thinking, let us look at the critical thinking process. In simple words, creative thinking talks about ideation, whereas critical thinking is the process of putting those ideas to practical use. Application of ideas is what critical thinking process talks about. This is the process where ideas are and assumptions are questioned than accepting them on the face value. Critical thinking process talks about certain steps. Careful, intentional thinking. It makes use of logic and reason. It has judgments about beliefs and the application to the real world. So the process starts with remembering the problem statement with its practicality in today's work environment. The second one is understanding the problem in detail and the various ideas that can be used to solve the problem. The third one is applying. Once you are clear with the problem and you understood it along with the solutions available, this step involves applying these ideas to situation and seek results. Here, we test what can happen. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Is it cost effective? Is it long term or short term? All of this play a significant role at this stage. Analyzing. At this stage of critical thinking, one is analyzing the multiple items shortlisted at the earlier stage to look at suitable alternatives. Next is evaluating stage. So here we are actually questioning, how do we do that? After analyzing, we need to bring in practical applicability to the idea at this stage. And the last one is creating stage. This is where the actual idea is brought to life. Now you'll see that analyzing, evaluating, and creating are considered as the higher order thinking stage. This is because these are decision making stage. If decisions go wrong, then problem remains unsolved, thereby leading to loss of resources. Thus, at these stages, one needs to be really careful in thinking. If need be, call for information and data. A lot of information and data at this stage can work in better analysis to arrive at the final conclusion. Now, the difference between actually critical thinking and creative thinking, you are coming up with different ideas. Critical thinking, you are now challenging the ideas. Now you are putting the ideas to practical application. You are questioning and you're questioning. So what do critical thinkers question? Let us look at that. When presented with a new idea or an information, critical thinkers ask questions like what information supports that, how was the information obtained, who obtained this information, how do we know, why is it that way, how do you know that, what are the possible other possibilities available. These are the kind of questions that critical thinkers ask. So good thinkers routinely ask questions in order to understand and effectively deal with the world around them. These question the status quo. They know that things are different from the way they are presented. So far, we've just tried to explain what creative thinking and critical thinking is by the use of uh, these two uh, tools. We can strategize our business and bring about growth. Of course, there is a lot more to it, like how do we dispose of the ideas brainstormed, what mechanisms are used while critical thinking, what are the barriers to critical thinking. We have a full program on strategic thinking coming up soon, where we shall be talking not only about the concepts more in depth, but also on how to revisit your businesses to bring about growth. If you're keen on joining the program, do let us know by getting in touch at the number given on the screen or write to us at the given email ID. You can also let us know in the comment section and we shall get back to you soon. Now, in the third part of the video, we shall come up with various business tools as a part of strategic thinking process, which can be used for business analysis and planning. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch for more. Thank you.